You're at this very, very unique moment historically where this confluence of events has occurred.
A whole new way of delivering and consuming media that we've ever seen in our lifetimes.
A fundamental shift happened that touches all media. It is the core root of the rewrite.
Technology is not only delivering it differently, it's creating the opportunity to have the content itself be much different than we've historically seen.
Because of the web, as human beings, for the first time in our species, we own our own communication at mass scale on a global level. And that is a moment in history that has never existed before.
I'm Paul Raphael. I'm co-founder, creative director, and director at Felix & Paul Studios, and we're out here at our Montreal headquarters. Felix & Paul Studios is a cinematic virtual reality studio, and we create not just content, but the hardware, the software, post-production, distribution, kind of the full stack of virtual reality cinematic production.
Felix and Paul started their career as filmmakers and evolved into this really interesting approach, which was to develop 3D stereoscopy cameras that could film in 3D and virtual reality in a very cinematic, high production quality way.
Cinematic virtual reality takes the viewer and makes them a part of the story. It's an experience in which you can look in any direction and feel immersed.
Television was an easier medium. All you had to do was buy this passive device that sat in your living room. With VR, the director is not showing you what to watch. You are the director.
It's bringing the interactivity we've historically seen in video games to the storytelling that we see in video. It has a lot of potential to be a dramatic new experience for the consumer.
What Felix and Paul have done that's impressive is they've sort of shot themselves out as the leaders globally in creating cinematic and viewership experiences, not just using the tech they've created, but really thinking through what people are seeing.
You want every part of your shot to be rich and to be interesting and to heighten your understanding of the characters. Yes, we are shooting 360 degrees, but really we are more concerned with making this an experience of presence. It's really changing the very fabric of reality. And this is something that's going to change not only entertainment, but pretty much everything.
My name is Justin Nemeth. I'm the co-founder of Tract TV, which I operate out of my house here in San Diego, California. Tract is changing the way that modern society consumes media. We're platform agnostic. So what that means is you can have a central place to track everything you're watching, to get statistics around your watching habits, to discover new things to watch, and also find out what's hot in the community.
All great rewrites start with utility value. And the utility value for them was, I need to keep track of what I'm watching and understand in a universe of just an immense amount of choice, how to find stuff that's genomically similar to the things that I care about and I watch.
We're applying machine learning to look at what you're watching, to look at what your friends are watching, and to look at what the community as a whole is watching.
This is watching content from OTT networks, from the internet, from traditional television, so they get a much better picture of what you're watching and what your preferences are.
It's immediate access, it's unfettered content availability, a whole new avenue to get me as the consumer information.
In my lifetime alone, the way that viewership has changed has been mind-boggling. You know, we've gone from watching live TV to you're building, your personalized DVD library, to now everything's streaming, everything's on demand when you want to watch it.
The consumer drove this. The consumer changed the way they looked at programming, and they completely turned it on its end.
You're starting to see a huge chasm erupt in the entire viewership experience. Any tool that allows you to rise above the noise is going to be incredibly valuable. And Tract TV has rewritten the game of open-sourced discovery. That really is what's amazing about it.
My name's James Hom. I'm a co-founder and vice president of product at SoundHound Inc. We have 3 products: SoundHound, Hound, and Houndify. So SoundHound is our most well-known product to date. 300+ million downloads worldwide, music, singing, humming, search, and identification. We have Hound, which is our voice search and assistant. What are top songs in Japan? It goes with you everywhere in your pocket, and it can answer everything on the go. And then Houndify is a voice-enabled conversational interface to anything.
Its original utility was music ID, based on the DNA of the music. Where the model has evolved for them is looking at machine learning and AI as a mechanism to deliver a different experience.
The innovations that are happening right now related to content discovery take away a lot of the difficulties in technology for the consumer.
Okay, Hound, what movies are playing this weekend?
Here are some movies that are in theaters playing this weekend.
We've combined speech-to-meaning technology together, so we actually use meaning as we transcribe the text, so it's faster, more accurate, and less prone to error.
Technology and media are really attached at the hip. I look at voice as being a whole mechanism to allow us to take great advantage of the devices that we have in our pocket.
SoundHound are rewriters because they've managed to take this evolution of human interface with devices, which was usually done by our hands, to a next level of voice interaction. And the change is going to come rapidly. That new world state is no one gets between you and I communicating. Whether I live in Rwanda and you live in New York, or I live in Sao Paulo and you live in Saskatchewan, it doesn't matter. That layer of communication is now fully ubiquitous and even.
We are seeing a complete change in the way consumers are getting their content, access of it, the choice they have, and the type of content that they have available to them. And this is only going to get bigger, and it's only going to keep changing.